Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight, we're back for some Thursday night racing. The Stars and Stripes Truck Series here at Dover for the Monster Mile 200. 5 races left in the season. Who's going to bring home the championship? Let's pull up your point standings and check it out. As we pull up the Stars and Stripes Season 9 playoff standings, the points have reset here. Josh Robinson, top of the board. He's got 24 points. Then we got Dylan Grimm, Scott Rickard, Ogle, and Eckert, your top 5. So these are the 12 drivers racing for a championship. We've got over 24, 25 drivers signed in tonight. Who's going to bring home the win here at Dover? We're going to find out next. Minute left to practice. We'll be back shortly.
Shining on me, boy, I'm indifferent. Go! Come on, let's go. I don't know what comes in, but I couldn't care less. I refuse to be stressed. There's no fear in my chest. Hit a boom for my steps. Walk away from the pain.
And practice is in the books. We're jumping straight into qualifying action here at the Dover Monster Mile. Who's going to set the quick time? Let's see who the first truck to hit the speedway is. Hutchinson Motorsports TV back on air Thursday night racing right here at Dover. Appreciate you tuning in. Be sure, like the video, subscribe to the page, put a comment down for us. Jeremy Thompson out on the speedway here in the number 87 machine. What's Jeremy Thompson got up his sleeve tonight? Scott Rickard, the GOAT in the 05, racing for a championship. Scott trying to find victory lane once again. He's been there multiple times this season. Kevin Steen out here trying to play spoiler in the 19 machine. And then we got Will Bustler in the 1 machine. So a plethora of trucks out on the speedway. Let's see who sets the pace here early on. Let's hop up in the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, the world's #1 view in racing. Hutchinson Motorsports TV on the air tonight, world's #1 streaming service. Where else could you get service like this? The answer's nowhere, folks. Get rid of all your streaming services. All you need, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Netflix, it's junk. Unsubscribe. Hulu, don't need it anymore. Folks, we've got over 100 races in our race library, the largest library of races in the world. 100% confirmed. Don't even need to look it up, folks. Top of the board right now, Kyle Bowling, but not for long. Kevin Steen in the 19 machine, 22.70. That's quick time so far. Scott Rickard in the 05 with the 22.79. That's going to put him in a third. Zach Kreitz out on the speedway, the Denver native. He's in the number 9 Mountain Dew machine. New paint this week for Mr. Kreitz. New quick time out of nowhere, the 90. Johnny Eckert, he's a playoff driver. 22.67. That's quick time. Still a bunch of drivers that hit the speedway, one of which Nate Lynch in the Black Rifle Coffee Company number 25 machine. Folks, I don't think I've said it the last few weeks, but I tell you what, Black Rifle Coffee Company, that is the worst coffee I've ever had in my life. Honestly, it's an embarrassment, folks. that's been on his car all season long. You may as well be drinking Folgers, because Black Rifle Coffee Company is junk, just like that lap he just put down. Nate Lynch qualifying last so far, 23.22. Get on the gas. The Black Rifle Coffee Company number 25 truck looking like junk here so far. As we hop on board with Mr. Lynch here, turning in the 3 and 4 for the final time on exit. He's going to cross the line. What kind of lap time does the 25 car have? That's going to move him up to 10th here. 2.291 for Mr. Lynch. Then we got his brother out here, Mr. Brian Lynch, in the number 24 C4 Energy Machine. What does the Manchester, Iowan have? Brian Lynch crossing the line here, taking the green flag. We're at the Dover Monster Mile here tonight. We're qualifying. Gonna jump straight into our main event up next. Right now, Zach Kreitz top of the board with a 2.267. Brian Lynch out of turns 3 and 4. What kind of lap time does the 24 machine have as he crosses the line? Brian Lynch in the back, 23.22. Tom Ogle out on the speedway. Tom's always got some serious speed. Week in and week out, let's hop on board with the number 11, Tom Ogle. Folks, if you're new to the channel, Tom Ogle has a serious gambling problem. He just cannot give it up every week, placing bad bets. He has mortgaged his house. He's probably lost his car. Hopefully, Mr. Ogle can figure it out here as he's going around the top here, trying to get as much momentum as he can. The Wooster, Ohio, and Tom Ogle. First lap's going to be junk as he's rolling the top. Dead last, but don't you worry. He's going to put down a scorcher here. We're going to stay tuned right here on the gambling addict himself, Tom Ogle in the 11. Let's hop on board as Tom Ogle enters turn 3. Looking good so far through the corner. Out of 4. Truck's looking smooth. This has a shot at quick time. He's going to cross the line. Ogle up to 9th. I thought it looked faster than that. Folks, we got a new top of the board. DJ Weeks, 2.267. Can it maintain the top spot as Josh Robinson going to cross the line for his final lap? That's going to move him up to 7th. So, folks, I'm going to call it official. There's a few drivers left, but I think it's official, folks. DJ Weeks in the 97. Quick time, 2.267. DJ Weeks, he's going to start from the pole tonight. And, folks, that means you know what time it is. The Stars and Stripes Truck Series here at the Dover Monster Mile. Here comes your starting lineup next. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your starting lineup in the front row. On the inside from the pole position in the 97, DJ Weeks. 2 is outside in the number 9, Zach Kreitz. Row number 2 on the inside in the number 90 machine, it's Johnny Eckert. 2 is outside, starting from the 4th spot in the number 23, Dylan Grimm. Row number 3 on the inside in the number 19 machine, Kevin Steen. 2 is outside in the 46, Jason Gratton. Row number 4 on the inside, going to be the number 30 machine, Josh Robinson. 2 is outside the 44, Kyle Bowling. Starting in the 9th position in the number 1 machine, Will Bustler. 2 is outside, folks. He's the GOAT. Don't count him out. Starting in 10th in the 05, Scott Rickard. Kicking off from the 11th spot, it's the number 11, the gambling addict, Tom Ogle. 2 is outside in the 21 machine, Ross Tatum. Heading into row number 7 on the inside in the number 29 machine, Courtney Nelson. 2 is outside in the 24, Brian Lynch. Starting 15th in the number 3 machine, Christian Lashton. 2 is outside the 54 of Andrew Hess. In the 17th spot in the 25 machine, Nate Lynch. On his outside, going to be the 5 of Trey Jackson. Row number 10 on the inside, going to be the 08, Alex Buffoli, straight from Italy. 2 is outside in the 71, Zach Doust. Starting 21st all the way back in the 87 machine, Jeremy Thompson. 2 is outside in the 31, Ryan Lynch. Starting from the 23rd position in the number 8, it's Josh Gratton. 2 is outside the 17, William Duff, the 4th. And then the final row, folks, they're starting in the back. They got some serious work to do. He's no stranger to it. On the inside, starting in the 25th position, the number 10, Mark Schrader. And, folks, starting shotgun tonight. He's going to try to not finish last. It's the 69, Ben Shepherd. There's your starting lineup here. The Dover Monster Mile, Hutchinson Motorsports TV Thursday night racing coming up right here, right now. In front of a sold-out crowd here at Dover. Look at all these fans. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. They're all here to see Hutchinson Motorsports TV history. They want to know who's going to win the championship here in the Stars and Stripes Truck Series. As the field bunches up, the pace car heads in. We are ready to roll. The fans, they're on their feet, off their seats. They're ready for some green flag action as the field enters the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air at Dover. A good jump there by the 97 Weeks. He's going to maintain the race lead. They're going 3 wide in the back. Weeks going to hold on to the spot. Johnny Eckert into the second position in the number 90 machine. Let's hop on board with our second place truck, Johnny Eckert. The Long Island New Yorker, Johnny Eckert, trying to bring home a championship this season. Boy, Johnny has been real hit or miss this season. He has been bad fast some of these races, but I tell you what, there's been some where he's looked like absolute junk. So we zoom back out, see what else is going on through the field. We got a bit of a battle here. Looks like Jason Gratton duking it out here side by side with the 30 machine. Gratton currently rolling in the 7th position. He's going to have to give the spot to the 30 of Robinson. We're going to hop on board with the 46 of Jason Gratton out of Pittsfield, Illinois. Gratton rolling it easy here. We got 200 laps around the Dover Monster Mile in front of a sold-out crowd. And I tell you what, folks, I was down here with the fans earlier on. I was talking with them. I said, why is this a sellout? What do you guys like about this track so much? They said, you know what? This track is kind of junk. We're just here because the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, is in town, and we want to be on international television. And I said, wow, that's incredible. So I signed some autographs, kept the kids happy, and then we came down here, started up the stream. So meanwhile, out front, DJ Weeks, still your race leader, the 97 machine, trying to hold off the 90 of Johnny Eckert. We're just in a lap number 5. Long way to go here. No stage breaks guaranteed here. No fast repairs. This is just straight green flag action here. Let's drop to the back. See who's winning the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for dead last. This is always my favorite thing to watch here. Ryan Lynch isn't out there. So it looks like William Duff is winning the battle for last. Look how junk that 17 truck is. Get on the gas. William Duff just putting around the track. Look how slow he's going. Let's hop on board. What is wrong with this truck? He's just straight away behind the field. William Duff, the 4th. No clue what he's doing out here. That 17 truck is junk. So we go back out front. DJ Weeks, still your race leader, heading into lap number 7. Long way to go still, but DJ Weeks looking good here tonight. Let's check out the Hutchinson Motorsports right rear suspension cam on your race leader, DJ Weeks. Wow, what a great view. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best views in the business, folks, and this isn't all we have. Can you believe it? Because we have a blimp up in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, the most beautiful view in the industry. Folks, I tell you what, every time I look at this view, it just gives me goosebumps, and I've seen it every single week for years. Unbelievable. I don't know how we do it. It's incredible how far we've come here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, from just a small little business to now the world's #1 streaming service. We overpassed Netflix just last month. Netflix on the major decline as Hutchinson Motorsports TV just blew past them. We're thinking about starting our stock offering soon, folks, so keep your eyes out because you're definitely going to want to cash in on that. So we check out the GOAT Scott Rickard, currently running in the 10th position. Don't you count out that 05. I tell you what, he might have started 10th, and he's running 10th right now. But I promise you, by the end of this race, unless he gets junked, you're going to see him out front. So we're going to hop on board with the 05 Scott Rickard, trying to find a way around the 1 of Bustler. As we're rolling into lap 10, Rickard looking to make a move on the bottom. Bustler going to have to give up the position. What a move there by Rickard. Entered high in the corner, exit low, got a big run down the backstretch. And the one looking to cross him over, here comes Bustler looking to get to the inside. Not going to happen. As we head back up front, DJ Weeks still leading this thing. He's led every lap so far. Can DJ Weeks lead all 200 laps here? Boy, it would be a sight to see. DJ looking to continue his great run. So we drop back fan favorite Mark Schrader. He's cruising in the back, currently running 21st. Let's hop on board with Mark Schrader. The Glen Allen native Mark Schrader. He's rolling the top for some reason. He says, hey boys, you just want to pass me? Because I'm going to be rolling the top. So we head back up here. Tom Ogle cruising around the 11th position still. The Wooster, Ohioan Tom Ogle. 100% addicted to gambling. Tell you what, this man would bet on his kid's birthday party. There's not a thing out there that this 11 machine Tom Ogle wouldn't bet on. You know, it's fun to crack jokes, but it's kind of sad at the same time. So Ogle looking to make a move on the one machine. A Bustler needs to get that gambling money. Has to get some purse money here tonight as he's looking to make the move to heading in the 10th position. And we go back out front. Kevin Steen putting together a good night here in the 19 machine. Currently running 3rd. Started in 5th up to 3rd here. He is cruising here at the Dover Monster Mile. Your points leader, Josh Robinson in the 30 machine. Currently running in 6th. Robinson has a good little pad on his points lead with all the playoff points he accumulated throughout this season. And we're going through the field. Looks like Zach Kreitz currently running in the 5th spot here. That Mountain Dew number 9 machine. He's lost a few spots at the start of this race, but looking to get it going now. Then we drop back to 7th position. We got Kyle Bolin in the 44, the HendrickCars.com number 44 Chevy. Good start to this one so far. Jason Gratton currently running 8th here. The Flood City Baseball 46 machine. Jason Gratton, the Pittsfield, Illinois. Then keep your eyes on this man right here, currently running 9th, Scott Rickard. He's going to work himself to the front here eventually. And then rounding out the top 10, it's the Gambling Addict in the number 11 Toyota. Tell you what, this man is addicted to White Claws. So going back out front, Johnny Eckert still rolling in the 2nd position. Let's hop on board with Johnny Eckert here, see how he's rolling. Trying to run down that 97 of Weeks. About 0.3 of a second separate the two here. As we're about to roll in the lap number 19. We're nearly 10% of the way done through this one. You see the race leader, he's kind of going up a little high there through the corner, and it's working pretty well for him. So we're going to drop back to the field here. Looks like Christian Lawson, the number 3 machine, currently running 15th. Rough start for Christian. Trying to figure out something here to get to the front. And then going through the field, Ross Tatum. He started in 12th, and that's where he's still running right now. That number 21, looking to get towards the front. Last week's winner, Trey Jackson, currently rolling in the 16th position. Trey looking to get on the gas. As we look through the field, who else? We got Zach Doust out here in the 19th spot, currently in the number 71 machine. But let's check out the Hutchinson Motorsports chat, because, folks, we got the best fans in the business. Tom Wiesa in the chat, Zach Doust. We got Todd Gratton as well. All kinds of great fans here. Be sure to click the like button on the video. As the 97 of DJ Weeks putting on a show here. Still leading this one. Starting to pull away, actually, a little bit. Race lead up to about half a second. Let's go back up to our eyes in the sky. The Hutchinson Motorsports Blimp, the most beautiful view in the industry. Wow, look at all these fans. Incredible. Every single week, we sell out venue after venue, just non-stop sellouts. And every week I ask these fans, what do they love about these shows? And I honestly, every time it's something different. It just must be such a great broadcast. We love being humble here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, talking to our great fans. World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're here Thursday night racing Stars and Stripes Truck Series, the Dover Monster Mile. The Monster Mile 200 underway here as we're rolling in a lap number 25 here shortly. DJ Weeks, he's led from the green flag, still looking good out front. Dylan Grimm rolling in the 4th spot here in the number 23. Well, what a great season it's been for this number 23 of Dylan Grimm. Every week he's got race-winning speed, it seems like. The Fort Collins native Dylan Grimm wheeling and dealing. No matter what kind of track it is, Dylan Grimm going to find his way to the front. Currently, your hard charger through the field is, how about it, folks? Never thought I'd hear this out of my mouth. Mark Schrader in the number 10 machine. He's your Hutchinson Motorsports hard charger. He's gained 4 spots since the start of this race. The number 10 is hooked up and he's going to the front. Is Mark Schrader going to win it tonight? Let us know in the chat. Mark Schrader might be the new GOAT. Looking to get around to 25, says Nate Lynch. Move that lump of junk Black Rifle Coffee Company truck out of my way. Oh, and he doors it. Right on cue. We put you on camera for 1 second, Mark, and he absolutely junks it into the wall. And he's going to lose a spot. Unbelievable, Mark. Mark must be watching the stream. That's a shame. So back out front, DJ Weeks leading this one by 0.7 of a second. He's putting it on him now, boys. Let's check out let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports left rear suspension cam. The best suspension cam in the business. That's not the left rear. Here's the left rear. Look at that race lead he's got. What a display of greatness DJ Weeks is putting on. You know what, folks? We may as well just throw the checkered flag right now because DJ Weeks is on another level. Just throw the checkered, give him the win, and let's load it up and head home because these guys don't stand a chance against this bad, fast number 97 machine of DJ Weeks. As we drop back through the field, let's see what else is going on. We got a little bit of a battle here. Zach Kreitz going to have to give up the 6th position, going to drop back to 7th. So Josh Robinson taking over the 6th spot, working himself to the front. But not far behind him, here comes the 05, Scott Rickard, starting to put it on him. And folks, you might notice it is tough to pass here. That dirty air makes a big difference. But we saw some moves from Rickard earlier. I think that's going to be the playbook here tonight. Enter the corner high, exit low, so you can get a run down the front stretch or back stretch. So we're going to see if he can figure out his way through the rest of the field. And we're heading back towards the front here. Kevin Stein here in the 19 machine running 3rd. What a great start to this race for Kevin. Looking good in the number 19 Milwaukee. What is it, a Toyota? Hell, I don't know. They all look the same, folks. Yeah, it's a Toyota. Then we got Courtney Nelson back here rolling in the 14th spot. In the number 29 Goodwrench machine. Can Courtney figure out something to get towards the front, or is he just going to be junk? No caution so far. Been green flag from the start. Lap number 33 here out of 200. Hutchinson Motorsports TV bringing you this action live. Tonight in the booth, it's none other than the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson. Appreciate you tuning in, folks. Again, be sure click the like button on the video. It's free. Quit being lazy. Subscribe to the page. That's also free. If you don't, I don't know. I might just have to paywall this thing. I might make an entry fee because this broadcast quality is just so fantastic. I don't know how I do this for free for you great fans. Subsidized by your racing league. We might have to pass the cost on to you great fans. Just such a great service. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. So we're heading back out front. DJ Weeks still leading this one. Race lead up to 1.25 seconds. Let's zoom out here. Look at the gap. DJ Weeks putting it on him here. He might lap the field if this thing stays green. DJ Weeks must love the Dover Monster Mile. Let's hop on board, see what DJ's doing. Here he is. We're on board with the race leader, DJ Weeks in the 97. The Virginian DJ Weeks enters the corner low, comes up a little high. How about that? It's kind of like a mini Darlington line. Very interesting, and it's definitely working for him. And we drop back through the field, see what else going on. Scott Rickard up to the 7th spot here. I tell you what, folks, he is slowly maneuvering throughout the field. Just a matter of time before he's up there, folks. Fastest car on the track, probably going to be your race leader out front there in the clean air. Meanwhile, Will Bustler's dropped all the way back to 12th here. Bustler trying to figure something out as we're rolling in a lap number 38. Not a good start here for Bustler. I'll tell you who's really struggling, though. The number 9 machine of Zach Kreitz. He started in 2nd. He is all the way back to 8th. The Denver native is struggling to find speed. Let's hop on board with his number 9 machine. Zach Kreitz out of Denver. Not too shabby. Kreitz keeping up with the 05 of Rickard. Maybe he's figured something out here. So nothing really changing up front here, folks. As we head into lap number 40, let's take a short break, but don't you worry, you're not going to miss a lap of action. We'll be back shortly. We're going to get the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing, but we're going to stay tuned live right here at the Dover Monster Mile 200. As we return back from our short break, DJ Weeks still your race leader, but we got a new truck in 2nd. Dylan Grimm overtaking the spot from Meckert. Grimm looks to be running down the race leader. Grimm is the fastest truck on the track. Let's hop on board, see what he's doing. Race lead is down to a 2nd here as Dylan Grimm is slinging that thing through the corner. Look at him running down your race leader. That's DJ Weeks right in front of him. He's gained about a 2nd on him here just in the last couple laps, it seems like. Out of nowhere, the 23 of Grimm is in an absolute rocket ship. He must have been saving tires. Grimm heading straight towards the front here, trying to overtake the race lead. Look at him running him down on the straightaway there. He gained about 2/10 on the straightaway alone. Dylan Grimm's got something figured out, and it's just a matter of time before he takes over the race lead. So let's drop back a little bit. Josh Robinson currently running 4th. After starting in the 7th position, he's up to 4th here. Ross Tatum up to the 8th position after starting in 12th. He's gained 4 spots. Don't you count out this 21 truck. Ross Tatum. He's figured something out here as we're about 50 laps into this one almost. And we go back here. Looks like the 30 getting around the lap car of Schrader. So DJ Weeks trying to maintain that race lead. Grimm still trying to chase him down. Race lead down to about 0.6 of a second. Let's hop on board with your second place truck. Dylan Grimm in the 23. You know, I was talking to Dylan earlier. He's asking me all kinds of setup questions, and I said, all right, Dylan, I'll help you out, buddy. So I gave him a bunch of good setup information, and it looks like he's been using it here because that truck is hooked up. So he's got the Hutchinson Motorsports setup. No wonder he's so fast. Unbelievable. I got the best setups in the business, folks. Shoot me a DM if you're interested in these bad, fast setups. I might share them, I might not. You never know. But DJ Weeks still out front here. Race lead down to about 0.5 second. Grimm still slowly chipping away at it. Johnny Eckert trying to hold on to that third spot and not going to last long as the 30 of Robinson blows by him like he's sitting still. Eckert drops to the 4th position. So Robinson up to 3rd. Eckert back to 4th here. Race lead getting closer every single lap. Dylan Grimm almost to the back bumper of the race leader. It's going to be interesting to see when the pit window opens up here. I'm not sure how long these guys can go on fuel. My guess is they'd be able to go at least 70 laps, I would assume. Probably more. I have no clue. As they head into turn 3, race lead currently at 0.2 of a second. So Dylan Grimm right there on the back bumper. Let's hop on board with our second place truck. Dylan Grimm as he tries to take over the race lead from DJ Weeks. DJ Weeks, he's going to move over for him. He says, all right, buddy, you're faster than me. Go on. So look at that kind of give and take racing. That's what we like seeing. That's why this is one of the cleanest leagues out there. That's a battle for the race lead. The 97, he knew that the 23 was faster. Sometimes it's better just give it up. He's going to get the spot anyways. No reason to wreck or damage your truck. Pull over, let him go, fall back in the line. Great racing there for DJ Weeks. Meanwhile, Tom Ogle in the number 10 just is struggling to get through the field. You know what? Tom Ogle's such a good sport. We might pull him in here for a green flag interview. I don't know though. He's in traffic here at Dover. We'll think about it. Hopefully he can figure something out. As we go back here, Ross Tatum taking over the 6th spot from Stein. Here comes Tatum in the 21. The Coke 021 machine. Looking good here tonight. He's gained 6 spots to start this race now. Right in front of him, though, Scott Rickard. He's gained 5. So both these two working through the field. 2 of the faster trucks on the track right now. These guys duking it out right now. Kreitz getting around Stein. Here comes Ogle taking advantage of some traffic. Ogle going to take a spot there. That's going to move him up to 9th as he gets around the 44 of Bowling. In the lap 56, Ogle trying to get up to the back bumper of the 19. Looks like he's going to be able to do so. So Dylan Grimm currently out front, race lead up to about 0.8 of a second. Looking good here tonight in that 23 machine. And we drop back a little bit. Jason Gradden in the 46. He's been struggling here, folks. He's back to 12th. Started in 6th. I tell you what, folks, hate to say it, but that flood baseball of number 46 machine is junk. So back out front, Dylan Grimm, race leader out of Fort Collins, looking good up to about 0.9 of a second. He's got that long run set up. That's the Hutchinson Motorsports way. It's the way we set that truck up. And going through the field here, let's see what we got going on near the back. Mark Schrader, he's been lapped by the whole field already. Looked good early on, then I put him on the camera for 2 seconds and he smokes the wall. Junks his right front. Now he's putting around there. Well done, Mark. And your race leader, Dylan Grimm, feeling good so far. Nobody started pitting yet, so the pit window is not open. As Grimm looking to have some connection issues. Hopefully those will clear out for him. Meanwhile, Scott Rickard running down the 90, looking to take over the 4th position. Currently, he's in 5th. Let's hop on board with the 05. Scott Rickard. He's gained 5 spots at the start of this race, looking to make it 6. As Johnny Ecker's right in front of him. You see Rickard, he's rolling about a car length higher. Seems to be working well for him. Back out front, DJ Weeks still cruising in the 2nd spot. Has about a 1.5 seconds on the next truck, which is Josh Robinson. Let's hop on board our 3rd place truck. Your points leader in the 30, Josh Robinson. Lap number 62 underway, folks. We are just chopping down the laps here. Haven't had a single wreck yet. Clean racing throughout the whole field. Tell you what, that's just the story every week here in the Stars and Stripes Truck Series. I broadcast a bunch of leagues. 4 leagues currently, well, down to 3, but we'll call it 4. I've been broadcasting 4 this season, and this is by far the cleanest league. It's not even close. And that includes my own league that I help run. Clean racing every single week here at Stars and Stripes Truck Series. These guys racing with respect. They got money on the line, but they don't care. They'd rather race clean. And it looks like we got a couple coming down pit road. Courtney Nelson down pit road. So the pit window officially opening up here. We're going to find out how soon these guys want to come down pit road. So Courtney Nelson, Alex Buffoli, both down pit road. You're going to want to stretch it out as far as you can. But you are going to have to pit at least 2 times through this race, no matter what. So if you do the math in your head, you probably want to wait till about lap numbers, I'd say 65 would be good. 65 to 70 is cutting it into thirds pretty evenly. So it's just a matter of time. You're going to start seeing a plethora of trucks heading down pit road. Currently, Ross Tatum sitting in the 6th spot here, as Rickard has taken over the 4th spot. Looks like Tatum is starting to gain on that 90. He's going to find his way around him soon as well. And dropping back, Andrew Hess. Don't think we've mentioned him yet. He's currently running in the 12th position as he passes Kevin Stein, whatever you want to call it. You know what? And everybody says, you know what? It's Stein, not Steen. Well, why the hell is the E before the I? Am I right? They say I before E. So I'm going to keep calling you Steen, buddy, unless you change the spelling of your name. But your race leader in the 23, Dylan Grimm, he is putting it on him. Lead is up to over 2 seconds right now. Stein coming down pit road in the 19 machine. So there's another one. Let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. The most beautiful view in the business, folks. What more could you ask for? Unbelievable. I tell you what, I just got goosebumps again seeing this view. Just to think, a couple years ago, Hutchinson Motorsports TV did not even exist. And now we're on top of the world. We got a blimp. I mean, come on. That's all I need to say. We got our own blimp here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Folks, I'm going to say it again. Quit wasting your money on junk streaming services. You don't need them. Netflix, Hulu, Flow Racing, get rid of them all. You're wasting your money. Because Hutchinson Motorsports TV is 100% free, and we've got the largest library of racing in the world. Over 100 races. I've never seen anything like it. And I tell you what, folks, when I'm bored, I just sit at home and I watch Hutchinson Motorsports TV broadcasts over and over on repeat, and you just never get tired of them. We got the best camera angles in the business. We got the #1 broadcaster. He's known as the GOAT. His name's Blake Hutchinson. And then we got the best music in the business as well. But Dylan Grimm, your race leader, coming out pit road there in the 23. So he's pitting a little bit earlier than everybody else. Let's see how this strategy plays out for him. So he's going to give up the race lead to DJ Weeks. You know, the scary thing about pitting early is you're going to fall probably 2 laps down, at least 1. And if a caution comes out, you're just toast. And here comes most of the field. Kyle Bowling, Christian Lawson, Brian Lynch, Jason Gratton, and Dylan Grimm still down there as well. So all kinds of trucks down pit road as Grimm, who was your race leader, finally exiting the pits. DJ Weeks still staying out here, currently in the race lead. Now, folks, one thing to remember, the longer these guys stay out, they're going to lose ground to all these guys that pit with their fresh tires. I'm curious to find out how big of a difference. DJ Weeks' last lap around the speedway was a 24.8. So let's see what the 23 is putting down here for lap times with these fresh tires. So we're looking at 24.8, 24.9s for the race leader currently. Dylan Grimm out here. Let's see what this lap's going to be as he enters turns 3 and 4 on his fresh tires. Coming out of 4, his lap time as he crosses the line, it's going to be 23.2. So, folks, he is 1.7 seconds faster than your race leader. So every lap DJ Weeks stays out there, he's losing 1.7 seconds to Dylan Grimm right now. So Weeks has to be careful here. He stays out too long on these old junk tires, he's going to be toast. Here comes the 97, DJ Weeks down pit road. And the 30 as well, right behind him. So that's going to cycle the 05 as Scott Rickard into the race lead. Rickard's still out there on the old tires. But he's definitely looking a lot better on these older tires. So he definitely saved his tires a little bit better than most of these guys. So we're going to find out how long the 05 wants to stay out. Here comes the 05, Rickard down pit lane, as well as Kreitz. Trey Jackson as well. So that's going to be everybody. Everybody currently down pit road. So that's going to cycle Dylan Grimm back in the race lead here eventually. As Dylan Grimm dealing with some lap traffic. Going to cycle back in the lead. Let's hop on board with the number 23, Dylan Grimm, who's going to be your race leader here in a second. The 08 of Buffoli struggling. Getting out of the way of your race leader. So Dylan Grimm officially back into the race lead. Let's see how big of a lead he's gotten after short pitting a lot of these guys. Ross Tatum up to second. How about that stop for Tatum? But, folks, it's a 7.5 second lead. So let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. See if we can even see second place. Here's second all the way back here. You can't even see him. So there's second. Let's go to first. All the way up here. So about a quarter of a lap. Dylan with the lap traffic here. Dylan Grimm slicing and dicing his way through the field. We have been green from the start. Folks, you might see a 200-lap green to checkered finish here. Because the way these guys are driving nice and clean, I don't think we're going to get a caution. So we know these guys all pit around lap 70 to 75. So the next pit cycle, I'd say, would be around 130 to 140. So lap 130 to 140, you're going to start seeing these guys coming down pit lane again. Unless there's a caution, which I wouldn't count on. Fastest lap of the session just turned by none other than the 90, Johnny Eckert. Currently back in the 9th position on his fresh tires. 23.15. That's the fastest lap of the session. DJ Weeks currently running third here. Trying to run down Ross Tatum, who's in second, but he's got a 2-second gap to get to work on him. So Dylan Grimm has lapped all kinds of cars. There's a plethora of cars behind him between first and second. He's on another level here tonight, it's looking like. We thought DJ Weeks was the car to beat, but it didn't take long for Grimm to cycle out front here. Now he's just putting it on him. I will say Ross Tatum is slowly catching him. Race lead down to 6.2 seconds. Let's hop on board with the 21 of Ross Tatum, who started all the way back at 12th. He's up to second. Folks, it's none other than Mark Schrader. He's been lapped about 10 times tonight, it looks like. As we look through the field here, Nate Lynch struggling, currently running 18th. I'll tell you a big problem of this 25 truck. It's that logo on the side, the Black Rifle Coffee Company. Nastiest coffee in the business. Unbelievable. So meanwhile, Scott Rickard running 5th. We know Scott's here for the long run. He's all about saving the tires. He'll give up a little bit of early run speed to be fast at the end. Tom Ogle working himself up to 6th. How about it? After starting back in the 11th position, up to 6th. It's the gambling addict, Tom Ogle. Let's hop on board. Tom Ogle keeping it nice and steady, folks. Give me a moment and we might just pull him up here and have a little chat with him under green. Not ideal, you know. Trust me, I know, but I don't think Tom will mind. When you're a gambling man at heart, you just don't mind the little things like that. So give me one moment, working on some audio issues. Then we'll get him up in here. Chat with that number 11 fan. The number 11, we know he's a fan favorite. These fans love the gambling addict, Tom Ogle. Hang on, folks. Working on a couple more issues. Here we go. All right, let's see if we can get him up here now. Just give me 1 second. Currently, Ogle running in the 6th spot. Let's see if we can figure it out and win this thing. You know what? Before I pull him up here, I better get the score of the football game, because everybody knows that he's going to be asking, because you know he's got all kinds of bets. So we're going to pull up the score of the football game, expecting Tom to ask. Looks like Minnesota's leading the Rams 17-14. We'll let Tom know. Hopefully his bet's working out for him. Tom, Blake in the booth, you got me?
I gotcha.
How's the truck feeling out there, buddy?
Loose. I had pretty bad rear tire wear on that pit stop.
Yeah, it looks
I think
like
everybody's loose, though.
Yeah, you know, it looks like it's been kind of tough to pass on some of these guys.
Yeah, when you get underneath them, you got to almost slide job them into the next corner to get around them.
All right, well, hey, before you head out, you got any bets going tonight, Tom?
No.
Oh.
Good, clean living this week.
Oh, wow, well. All right, well, he's on the up and up, I guess. Well, in case you were wondering, the Minnesota Vikings are winning 17-14 right now.
Go Sam Darnold.
Yes, sir. But, hey, I'll head you back to your team there. Good luck for the rest of this one, Tom.
Thank you.
There's Tom Ogle, and folks, he just turned a new leaf. The gambling addict somehow did it. He has no bets on tonight's Thursday night football game. It's incredible. I've never even seen anything like it. So back out front, Dylan Graham, race leader. 4.25 seconds. Ross Tatum is reeling them in, but we know Dylan Grimm, he's good at saving them tires. Let's hop on board with Ross Tatum as he's working through the lap traffic, cutting down the race lead every single lap around the speedway. Folks, while you're here, once again, be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. It's free, as we're almost halfway done with this one. There are millions and millions of fans watching this Hutchinson Motorsports TV broadcast at home across the entire world, because we're the world's #1 streaming service, folks. Believe it or not, if you just joined in, we just passed Netflix last week. The Netflix executives are freaking out right now. They said, what is this Hutchinson Motorsports TV, and how does he do it for free? And we keep our secrets to ourselves here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, because the last thing I want is looking up in the sky and seeing a Netflix blimp, because that's our thing, folks. So looking through the field, Zach Kreitz running in the 8th position here in the number 9 machine. Kreitz put down a scorcher of a qualifying lap, but unfortunately dropped immediately. He'd been running about the 8th position most of the race. Not a terrible run for Zach, but I'm sure he was looking for better. Scott Rickard currently running the 5th position here in the 05 machine. Let's hop on board with Scott. Lap number 95 out of 200 here at the Dover Monster Mile 200 on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We appreciate you once again tuning in Thursday night racing Hutchinson Motorsports TV on the air live. We just got about, I think, 4 races left after this one, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look here at the schedule. While we got some time, we're just logging some laps right now. As we look at the schedule, we're here at Dover this week. Next week, we're going to be at Las Vegas. The following week, we're going to be at Rockingham, then Michigan, and then our season finale, the championship race, Chicagoland Speedway for the Windy City 200, folks. So just 4 more races left after this week. It's unbelievable, folks. A 20-week season coming to an end. Feels like we just started yesterday. Meanwhile, race lead down to under 3 seconds. Ross Tatum still chipping away at it. Looks like he's about 0.3 of a second faster than your race leader, Dylan Grimm, every single lap. As the Coke Zero number 21 machine, Ross Tatum, after starting all the way back in 12th, trying to push towards the front. He'd love to win this race here tonight. But, folks, let's pull up your point standings here one more time while we got some time. Here they are. Let's make it a little bigger for you. If it'll let me. I don't know. It won't let me. But anyways, Josh Robinson on the top here. 24 playoff points. Dylan Graham, after it looks like he's going to win this race if he keeps it up. So he's going to be looking good here in the points. Going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Just a 5-week chase here for these 12. And the last race is not winner take all. It's the best after the full 5 races. As Tom Ogle still rolling in the 6th position here. Let's see what else we got going through the field. Josh Robinson, been a quiet day for him, but a pretty good one. Running 4th right now. He's been running top 5 all night long. And I'm sure he feels pretty happy about that because he came in with a pretty good points lead with all his playoff points he's added. The Canton, Ohio native Josh Robinson. He knows if he can consistently run top 3 to 5 every week, he's got a real shot at this championship. And we look through the field here. Brian Lynch rolling in the 15th position in the C4 Energy number 24 machine. The Manchester, Iowan Brian Lynch. Let's hop on board with the 24. Kyle Bolin in the 44, not a desirable day for him. Running 10th, not terrible. But Bolin has some serious ground, I believe, to make up in the playoffs. The Malcolm, Nebraskan. Kyle Bolin in the 44. And we go back out front here. Dylan Grimm, still your race leader, but it's down to about 2.8 seconds. Looks like it's about evened out. Dylan Grimm and Ross Tatum running similar lap times. So Tatum not going to chip away much more at that race lead. But, folks, as we enter lap number 106 coming up here, let's take a short break, play some of this patented Hutchinson Motorsports Music TV, because it's the best in the business, folks. #1 streaming service, best music, best broadcaster. We got a blimp. We'll be back shortly. Thanks for tuning in. As we return back from our short break, nothing changing up front here. Dylan Grimm still leading this one. Ross Tatum still back about 2.8 seconds. We're over halfway done. Lap number 111 underway. We know the pit window is going to be about lap 130 to 140. So here in the next 20 to 30 laps, you're going to start seeing some guys come down pit road. As Josh Robinson still rolling in the 4th spot. Nothing really changing here in the top 10. Will Bustler in the 9th position. He's been there all race long. And let's go up to our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, see what we got going on through the track. Really not many battles going on right now, folks. As we continue to log laps, haven't had a single wreck or caution. 113 laps in the books here. We might get a green to checkered run here. 200 laps around the Monster Mile. That'd be impressive with 25 car trucks. As we check out the chat, folks, we've got over 1 million viewers right now. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. World's #1 streaming service. We're worldwide. From the deserts in Africa to the peak of Mount Everest, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, worldwide across all nations. Unbelievable. Folks, rumor is next season we're going to be on FanDuel. There's going to be bets regarding Hutchinson Motorsports TV broadcast. Things such as how many views in the blimp are we going to get? Don't worry, folks. I won't be rigging any of those bets, I promise. Shoot me a message, Tom. But out front, Dylan Grimm still leading this one, 2.8 seconds. Nothing changing here. Ross Tatum can't seem to gain any ground on the 23 of Grimm. As Grimm has a handful of lap cars to get around here. See if he can find his way around them quickly. Let's hop on board the race leader, Dylan Grimm, as he gets around the 3 of Lostron. Down the front stretch, couple more lap cars coming up here, one of which is none other than the 10 of Mark Schrader getting lapped for the 102nd time. The WWEX Worldwide Express #10 truck is junk here tonight. Stuffed it in the wall earlier on. Now it's driving like you know what. But again, folks, you know, me and Dylan were talking setups throughout the week, and he really appreciated this Hutchinson Motorsports TV setup we gave him. And I'm just so glad it's working out for him. Dylan's always asking me driving tips and stuff as well, and I always like helping him out. Anytime, Dylan. No problem, buddy. But the Fort Collins native here out front in cruise control, race lead 2.65 seconds on Ross Tatum. Lap 120 coming up here shortly. Meanwhile, Zach Dowse up to the 12th spot after starting in 20th. How about it? The number 71, the North Anson, Maine, lives in the middle of nowhere. He's basically a Canadian, folks. I'm not sure why we even still have Maine. What good is Maine? Zach, let me know at the end of this race. Why don't we just give it to Canada? You guys are you guys should just become Canadians. Just make it easy on everybody. Am I right? So we go back out front here, looking like DJ Weeks still sitting in the 3rd spot here in the 97. There's about a second between him and the next position of Robinson. Really nobody battle except some lap cars for the 97. Looks like he's getting a little loose there in the corner. So you start seeing the tire wear kicking in on these guys. As Kyle Bolin, the Malcolm, Nebraskan, in the 44 machine, currently running 10th still. Been there most of the day. Really no passing going on. There's really no battles for position right now. Closest battle is right here. Bowling trying to run down the one of Bustler. This is going to be a battle for 9th. But it's still about a half a second behind him. Let's hop on board here with Bowling, currently running in 10th. See if he can find a way around that one machine of Bustler as he's starting to push up the track. Will Bustler struggling now on these old junk tires. Still nobody is pit here for this final pit cycle. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to want to wait till like 135 at least, in my opinion. But you never know. Never know what the crew chiefs are going to do. Looks like Jason Gratton on pit road. He might be done. Or is he pitting? I don't know. I think he's done for the night. Yeah, the 46, he struggled all night long, so he parked it. He says, you know what? We're junk. Blake was right. I'm parking it. So the 46, the Flood City baseball machine, is parked for the night. They have loaded up, putting it in the hauler, and they're heading home. They said, we've had enough of the Monster Mile. We are sick of this place. But I tell you who's not Dylan Graham in the 23 machine out of Fort Collins. He's bad fast. He's your race leader. Out front by 2.9 seconds. Working on some lap cars here. Let's hop on board. Hutchinson Motorsports TV Thursday night racing. It's a Stars and Stripes Truck Series right here at the Dover Monster Mile. We've got 4 races left after this one before we crown a champion. Can you believe it already? We're going to be crowning a champion in just a month's time. Here comes Zach Dowse down pit road, and he smokes the wall. Oh, what a choke job. Dowse was putting together a good night, and folks, he just absolutely junked it into the pit wall. Well done, Zach. Is that how they do it in Maine, buddy? So Zach gonna get 4 fresh tires, try to fix that lump of junk number 71 machine, but good luck. Let's see who the next truck to come down pit lane is, as we enter lap number 130 here this time around. And folks, looks like the 30 of Robinson getting around the 97. Robinson taking over the 3rd spot. With just 71 laps left to go here, Robinson working up to 3rd. Kenny Storkson in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, Kenny. Who you pulling for? Let us know in the chat. Who's going to win this thing? Or who you want it? Or who do you want to win it? I hope you're rooting for Dylan Graham, because if not, whoever you want's not going to win. Because Dylan Graham is on cruise control out front. This number 23 machine is hooked up tonight. Well, he's been cruising behind this lap car, Trey Jackson, for quite a while. Still nobody else coming out pit lane here. Again, I'm thinking these guys want to get to 135 at least. So Ross Tatum still in the 2nd spot. 2.5 seconds behind your race leader. But I tell you what, behind him, don't look now. Here comes the 30 of Josh Robinson. Here he is, folks. Josh Robinson, currently in the 3rd spot. Let's hop on board. Still no takers to come down pit lane. Last time Dylan Grimm was one of the first trucks to pit. So let's see if he goes with that strategy again. My guess is he will. I definitely think he'll pit before lap 140. As we go through the field, Tom Ogle still sitting in the 6th spot. Then we got Johnny Eckert in 7th. Zach Kreitz, 8th. Will Bustler, 9th. And rounding out the top 10, Kyle Bolin in the 44 machine. But Bolin on the back bumper of Bustler here, trying to make a move for 9th. Let's hop on board with the 44. Kyle Bolin as he looks to get a run on the one machine. In a battle for ninth, the one trying to hang on, but he's been struggling with these old tires. 44 looks like the better truck right now. And folks, we got a pass for fourth. Scott Rickard taking fourth from DJ Weeks. The one of us are throwing a block here. He doesn't want to concede the spot. The 44, he's going to do the diamond move. Enters high, comes out low. Meanwhile, Zach Dowse on his fresh tires, catching him on the back bumper. But he is at least one lap down. So again, Scott Rickard taking over the fourth spot. Let's hop on board here. About a second, 1.3 seconds ahead of him is the third place truck of Josh Robinson. Zach Kreitz still holding on strong to the 8th position here in the number 9 machine out of Denver. Meanwhile, Bolin still cannot get around that one machine as Zach Dowse going to pass them both with his fresh tires. The one of Buster, though, looking to pass him back here. They're duking it out now, folks. Bustler, he is fighting hard to hold that 9th spot. Boys, we are in the chase. None of these guys want to give up a point. Every point matters. Kyle Bolin coming down pit lane. The 44 gives it up. He says, you know what? I'm not getting the spot. I'm just going to go down pit lane. So he's one of the first ones on the lead lap to come pit. Dylan Graham, our race leader, down pit lane as well. So he's going to give up the lead to Ross Tatum. So lap 139, Dylan Graham coming down pit lane. Let's see how long Tatum and Robinson and Rickard want to stay out. Last time Rickard stayed out the longest out of the leaders. Will Bustler down pit lane as well. Oh, and he spins out. Oh, my, and he just smoked the wall. That's unfortunate, folks. He just ruined his race. The one of Bustler was going to put together a top 10. Not for, oh, man. What are these guys doing entering pit lane? That's probably a speeding penalty there by the yellow car. Bustler just cannot get the car turned around. He's still rolling. He's probably going to lose 2 laps. And back out front here, Ross Tatum, currently a race leader. He's going to come down pit lane as well. So that's going to cycle Josh Robinson in the race lead as he stays out another lap. Lap 141 here at the Monster Mile. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty. Haven't had a single caution. Looking like we might be getting a green to checkered race here tonight. So our top 6 have not pit. That's Robinson, Rickard, Weeks, Ogle, Eckert, and Kreitz. All still need to pit one more time. Rickard in the 05 coming down pit lane. Well, that's going to cycle Eckert up into the 4th position. Ogle up to 3rd. As Josh Robinson still your race leader. How long is he going to stay out there? You don't want to wait too long. He's losing all kinds of time every lap, and he's coming down now. So the 30 of Robinson down pit lane. He's going to give up the race lead to DJ Weeks in the 97. So your top 3 still needing to pit. It's Weeks, Eckert, Kreitz. Ogle coming down pit lane as well. Dylan Graham just put down the fastest lap of the session, a 23.12. So he's wasted no time on those fresh tires. And here comes the 97, DJ Weeks. He's going to give the race lead. Johnny Eckert going to stay out there. You know, not a bad call by Eckert. You know, he was running around, what, 7th or 8th, I think, if I remember right. He's hoping he can stay out here till the end of the fuel run. Maybe get a caution, put these guys a lap down. May as well try something different. So he's the only truck that still needs to pit. So he's your race leader. With just 55 laps left to go here tonight. The Dover Monster Mile 200 on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service, with the world's best broadcaster in the business. The Long Island New Yorker, he's still going to stay out there. He's ride or die here with this strategy. Look how big of a difference these fresh tires make. The 44 a lap car just blowing by him. Blew his doors off. Let's see if he's coming this time around. Johnny Eckert in the 90, still your race leader. He's going to stay out there, folks. I tell you what, he's probably going until it's all the way empty at this point. He's lost so much ground, you may as well. So Dylan Grimm, he is a lap down, but he is in second. Eckert would love a caution right now. Could you imagine if we got a caution, put the whole field lap down, and he ran out of time? Johnny Eckert down pit road. So Dylan Grimm going to get his lap back as well as everybody else. Going to cycle up into the race lead here shortly. So here's Dylan Grimm right here. Going to become your race leader this time around. As he's looking to get around Stein here, put him another lap down. Heading into lap 149 this time around. 51 laps left to go here tonight. So since the pit cycles are stopped, we're going to take a short break here. Hutchinson Motorsports music coming up, but don't you worry. We're staying tuned right here to the track. You're not going to miss a lap. Hutchinson Motorsports. We'll be back shortly. As we return back from our short break, folks, there's just 40 laps left to go here tonight. The Dover Monster Mile 200. We are here in the Stars and Stripes Truck Series playoffs. The only place you can see the action live is on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Folks, be sure to click the like button. Subscribe to the page. We're the best in the business. So Dylan Graham out front. Race leads only at a second right now. Ross Tatum still continuing to reel him in here shortly. But one thing we know, Dylan Graham good at saving those tires. Ross Tatum might be burning them up, but you got to try something if you're Tatum. Tatum's not here just to run second. He's trying to get up there, win this thing. Well, there is a lap car here in between the two. Ross Tatum looking to get around Stein. I'm sorry, that's the 29. That's not Stein. As Tatum gets around the 29 and Nelson, going to clear him here. Puts the lap car out of the way. So just 37 laps left to go. Can Tatum get the job done? He's starting to run him down just a little bit. Meanwhile, third place is the 30 of Robinson. He's been there all race long. Then in fourth, we got the 05 of Rickard. Followed by the 97 of Weeks. The 11 of Ogle. The 90 of Eckert. The 9 of Kreitz, Bolin in the 44, and to round out the top 10. How about it? Kevin Stein in the 10th. So let's hop on board the race leader, Dylan Graham out of Fort Collins. Has some lap cars coming up here in a bit, but he's got some clean air for now as the race lead is right out about a second. You'll see right there in your frame, right behind him, it's the 21 of Tatum. Let's hop on board with Tatum. See if he can find a way to reel in that 23 anymore, as he's starting to run out of time. He's starting to reel him in just a little bit. You'll see the race lead down to 0.8 of a second. It's all about managing those tires, because once he gets to him, he's got to finish the pass, and that is not easy, as we heard from Ogle earlier. You got to kind of throw a slide job to get around him or dime in the corner. It's not easy. So Dylan Graham, he's going to come up here on the lap car. The 08 going to pull over for him. Says, go on, buddy. I got nothing for you. As Robinson in the third position, looking to try to reel in these two, but he's got quite a bit of work to do. Second place is about 3 seconds ahead of him. So it's basically a two-truck race right now. Robinson and Graham. Robinson going to clear the lap car as well. Or, I'm sorry. Tatum going to clear the lap car as well. The two-car battle is Tatum and Grimm. The 21 looking good here. Hopefully he can maintain this pace here with about 31 laps left to go tonight. We are in the final chase for the championship here in the Stars and Stripes Truck Series. 4 more races left after this one before we crown a champion. These guys trying to get every point they can get so they can hold that big crown at the end of the season. So Dylan Graham looks like he's maintaining his race lead about 3/4 of a second right now. DJ Weeks still holding on strong in the 5th spot right now. Led a lot of laps early on. Been a pretty good night for DJ, but he's got a lot of ground to make up though in the points. Bolin has worked himself back up to 10th here. But folks, once again, we haven't had a single wreck since the green flag. We ran 172 laps of green flag action here. Clean racing from the start. We're going to see if it finishes that way or these guys might want to junk each other. Not going to lie. If I'm Ross Tatum and I get up there, I just run through the 23. I just ship them. And I go win this race. But let's see what Ross Tatum wants to do here. As the number 21, looking good here. Still about a 3/4 of a second gap between first and second. Let's see if we got any other battles going on through the field. Honestly, the closest battle right now appears to be this one right here for the race lead. Everybody else pretty far spread out. So we're going to stay tuned right here between these two. See if Tatum can figure anything out to reel in that 23 anymore. With just about 25 or so laps left to go here tonight. Dylan Grimm, he's led the most laps here. Looking to bring home another checkered flag. He's got a lot of wins this season. I don't even know how many. At least a handful. You know what, folks? Let's take one more short break before we get down to this finish. We're going to want a high, energetic finish. So we're going to get some Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing. Kick back, relax, enjoy the action because we're not leaving the track. Hutchinson Motorsports TV will be back for the finish up next. As we return back from break, just 15 laps left to go here at the Dover Monster Mile 200. It's been green to finish here so far. Let's see if it stays that way. Looks like Dylan Grimm starting to put it on the second place truck of Ross Tatum. Race lead up to 1.2 seconds. Grimm was saving his tires a bit, and it looks like it's paying off right now. We got some lap cars in front of them, but these guys, they've been racing pretty respectfully, giving them plenty of room to get around them. But as we look through the field, your top five, it's going to be Grimm, Tatum, Robinson, Rickard, and Weeks. Not a ton of passing here tonight, as you heard from Tom Ogle earlier on. Just tough to pass once you get down that bottom line. Just kills your exit. As the 23 onto the back stretch, we're going to be heading into lap 189 with just about 12 laps left to go here. A good, clean race. Not a ton of action, but sometimes it's nice to have those. Nice, quiet race here. They've not been junking each other. No wrecks so far, no cautions. As we look through the field, let's see what our closest battle is. We got a little bit of a battle here for 9th between Bowling and Stein. That's really the only close. Well, there's Rickard here trying to hold off DJ Weeks in that 97. So Weeks is actually running down Rickard here pretty quick in that 05. This is going to be a battle for 4th here if they can get close enough. Let's hop on board the 97. DJ Weeks currently running 5th here, trying to get up to 4th here. Wants every single point he can get. With only 4 races left to go after this one, every point's important now. So back out front, Dylan Grimm still leading this one by about 1.2 seconds on Tatum. We got just 10 laps left to go as Dylan Grimm enters lap traffic here. He's got to navigate his way around these 3 lap cars. Then he should be in the clear for the rest of this one. Looks like the Ada Grattan gonna run the top here, give him plenty of room to get around. Let's hop on board your race leader, Dylan Grimm. Dylan Grimm gets around the 8 quite easily here, no problem. He's got 2 more though, the 44 of Bowling as well as the 19 of Stein. That is a battle for the position. So we're going to see how nice these guys want to play it. If they just want to pull over for the race leader, or they're going to keep duking it out for this battle. Single digits laps left to go here. 7 to go this time around. As Bolin looking to make a move. Boy, Grimm better not hope he doesn't catch these two when they're side by side. That could cost him the race. So we're going to stay tuned right here. As Bowling looking to make a move on Stein. Onto the backstretch. Bowling looks like he's slightly faster than the 19, but I don't know if he's got enough speed to get around him. But folks, that's the race leader coming up on these two right now. And they're duking it out here. This is a battle for 9th. 44 looks like he's going to roll the top. We lost a lot of ground there, it looked like. Onto the backstretch here. Coming out of turns 3 and 4 this time around. Going to have 5 laps left to go here tonight. Let's hop on board the race leader, Dylan Grimm. See what he's seeing out his front windshield. Last thing you want to see when you're the race leader is two to-be lap cars duking it out for a position. Especially when the second place truck is only about a second behind. It'd be interesting to see if these two would get side by side, maybe make this interesting. '19 getting loose. This battle is going to continue, and they're going to get side by side, maybe. Nope, not quite yet. Ross Tatum is really hoping for it. He's going to need some help from these two. He wants Bolin to keep duking it out for the spot. Here comes the 23-year race leader, going to get around the 44. Bolin going to concede the spot here. Lets him put him a lap down. That's a nice thing to do there. Bowling is in this championship run here, so he wants every point he can get. Sorry. With just 3 laps left to go, Dylan Grimm, just a handful of corners left to go. Let's hop on board, see if we can get around the 19 of Stein. 2 laps left to go here tonight. The Dover Monster Mile. The 23 of Grimm getting to the inside. He's going to get around the 19, put him a lap down. So he's got clean air in the front here. No more trucks to have to worry about. Let's hop back on board. Dylan Grimm heading into turns 3 and 4. White flag in the air this time around in front of the sold-out crowd on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Dylan Grimm looking to win this first race of the final 5. Wants to keep his championship hopes rolling. Doing a great job at it as Dylan Grimm onto the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. It's the 23 Toyota. Coming out of the corner, checkered flag in the air. Dylan Grimm wins at Dover. What a run there for Dylan Grimm. He was a dominant car all race long. Gets the job done here tonight. Ross Tatum brings home a solid second. Good run for Ross. He started all the way back in 12th. Ran second most of the back half of the race. So Ross has to be happy about that run. Then Josh Robinson finishing in the 3rd spot. So we're going to watch Dylan Grimm burn it down. Let's get him up here for an interview. Maybe we'll get the top 3, actually. Let's pull up Josh Robinson. See how he's feeling after that 3rd place run. He's got to feel pretty good after coming in as a points leader. Josh, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Hey, Blake, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good. Hey, you had a solid night. Couldn't bring home the win, but you ran in the top 3 all night long and brought home a 3rd place finish.
Yeah, pretty happy about that. I think I found something on that middle run there. I started going in real hot. I basically stopped caring about the right front and just threw it in kind of midway through, and I wasn't burning the right rear like I was in that first run, and then and so I started running that line harder in the 3rd run there, and man, did I find some speed, but a little too little too late.
Yeah, it looks like there at the end you were definitely running down the 21, but you ran out of time. But hey, 3rd place finish, pretty good, especially when you come in with a solid points lead like you had with your playoff points.
Yeah, super happy about that. That's pretty much all I could ask for. Ross ran great. Dylan was the class of the field tonight. He knew he could run the pace that he needed to, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd run, and that showed exactly what he was capable of.
Yep. Well, he definitely looked good tonight. But hey, a 3rd place run for you. Congratulations. I'll let you head down, talk to your team.
Appreciate it, Blake. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. There's Josh Robinson bringing home a 3rd place finish. Came in as your points leader. Should still be your points leader at the end of the week. Let's pull up Ross Tatum after he put together a great race. Ross. Oh, hang on. Didn't pull him up here. Ross, Blake in the booth. You got me? Ross, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Hey, a 2nd place run for you. Looked pretty good there at the end. Made up some serious ground there in the middle run. How'd the truck feel?
Truck felt good. I thought I was gonna catch Dylan. I just overdrove it that last run. I guess I got so loose with about 20 to go. But fun race, man. Starting 12th, no cautions. Get up 2nd. I can't complain.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like your truck was definitely getting a little loose there at the end, but you did a great job running them down. You were the only one that could at least see them, so put together a good effort. 2nd place finish has to feel good here in the 1st race of this final 5.
Yeah, it feels good, but unfortunately the guys I'm catching in points Dylan was ahead of me and he finished 1st, and then everyone else I need to catch up major points on finished 3rd and 4th, so it's going to be an uphill battle for the rest of the playoffs to even get up to the top 5, but I'm going to do the best I can, I guess.
Yeah, well, hey, keep it up. Keep doing runs like that. It's definitely going to help you out. So congratulations on a 2nd place finish here tonight.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Ross Tatum bringing home a 2nd place finish. But, folks, it's time for the star of the show. Dylan Grimm dominated this one. Let's get him in here for an interview. Dylan, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. Got you.
Hey, what a run. You were definitely the class of the field. Dominated this race here. Did the truck feel as good as it looked?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I found a good way to drive it to find a decent balance throughout the race. Ross certainly kept me accountable there at the end. I think he had it down to like a half a second or so. So it was a little bit closer than I wanted, but still good run.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you found a way to make those tires last quite a while.
Yeah, I the first run, I kind of figured out how to do that. I was just running pretty tight on the bottom.
Oh, yep. Sorry, it cut you out there a little
Not
bit.
trying to burn up. No, you're good. The setup was pretty balanced tonight, so it was a lot of fun to drive for sure.
Yeah, well, hey, you did a great job. Has to be a good feeling here for the first race of these final 5 for the championship. Definitely going to help you out here in the point standings.
Yeah, for sure. I wish Josh and Scott didn't finish quite as good as they did, but it's all right. Those guys are the class of the field, and it's going to be a really tough battle. But I'm excited for this last month.
Yes, sir. And last question: how are you feeling about Vegas next week?
I'm feeling pretty good about Vegas. There's kind of a lot of draft in these tracks on Vegas and some of those bigger tracks, so they can be a little bit more of a wild card, I feel like. But I overall have been pretty decent at the mile and a half this season, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, well, hopefully you can keep it up next week. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs or anything to add?
I got to shout out Nate and Derek and everyone who puts on this league. They do a fantastic job. These races are so fun, so clean. You for doing the broadcast every week. You do a great job. My papa for spotting for me every race. He helps me so much. All my teammates, Zach, Josh, Jason, they help me during the week, practice and everything to get ready for these. So yeah, that's about it.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, congratulations. Parking it in Victory Lane once again here tonight. I'll see you back down there, and enjoy the evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You too.
Yes, sir. Dylan Graham, your race winner here. Parking it in Victory Lane at the Dover Monster Mile 200 on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. You know, I forgot to mention, when I was talking to Dylan, he's using the Hutchinson Motorsports TV setup. He said he really liked it in the balance. So it's definitely great to hear from Dylan and see him park it in Victory Lane. What a run. So we're going to see where the points take us here at next week. But, folks, we hope you come back next Thursday night, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're going to be at Las Vegas for the second race of this 5-race sprint for the finish, where we're going to name a champion here in just about a month. But again, folks, we appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the page. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Till then.